about is something really deep and recent in my life.
What's up, guys? I'm here with the Amigos.
What's up, Impact Youth? That would be funny. I'm just going to drink another sip of coffee on this.
Give it spicy.
Whatever. What is up, guys? So I wanted to hop on here and explain to you what the Rural Youth Pastor is going to start looking like. I'm not going to lie. Pastor Ryan was talking to me the past couple of days, this past week, and it feels like I pretty much got hit in the face. And it wasn't him that hit me, it was God that hit me. I got hit in the face, and when I started this podcast, we just got done. I just got rid of doing lives and stuff like that for the Prayer Shack. We kind of shut it down. Then I had this thing called the Dustin Pickens Ministry, and I got rid of that because the Dustin Pickens Ministry was like a spontaneous weird thing that I popped out, and I was like, hey, that's a good idea. And I'm like, no, it's terrible. I hate when people look at me. So, not the sense that people are looking at me. I want people to look at Jesus. And I want people to be equipped. I want people to be, well taken care of. And that was just kind of like weird because people were like looking at me for answers. And I'm like, guys, don't, Jesus. Anyways, I kind of got rid of that. And then one day somebody said the Rural Youth Pastor. And I said, man, that sounds like a cool name. And then I'm like, the Rural Youth Pastor Podcast. So we created it. And I felt like God was really leaning on that because there is nothing in anywhere, no books, no nothing that talks about rural youth ministry. Now, we have talking about, church ministries and the rural communities, what 5 steps can we do to get your church massive, and what can we do to make you relevant, and all this stuff. Like, there's all kinds of stuff. Like, I bought books. This is no joke. I bought some books that I'm like, yeah, this is really cool, awesome. And then I get them and I'm like, what is this? This is like pastor books. I'm not a youth pastor, not senior pastor, guys. I ended up giving one of my books to my pastor because I was like, listen, this is not my department. And I don't buy books like the main price. Like, you go on Amazon and you have like the main price and it's like $20-some, and then you go down and you see the used prices for like 50 cents. That's me. I love buying 50-cent books. Yes, you're paying like $5.02 for the whole bang because you have to pay for shipping. But guess what? That's like $15 you didn't pay for. So, YOLO. Anyways, that's kind of where I'm at. So, I buy books, and that's what I do. You can tell. I love books. I actually read. I'm actually in one book upstairs, and it's pretty good. It actually has some stuff about youth ministry in the rural communities, but it's not that deep. And I sit there and, when we created this, I was like, I'm going to help youth pastors that are in rural youth ministries. Man, people can get some funny stuff out of this because it's funny. Don't ever make fun of people who play with cows. Do not make fun of them people because they will kill you. Like, legit, like, knock you out. No joke. Just trust me on this because I'm not saying I made fun of anybody, but I heard somebody make fun of one of them, and it was like a ragtown, dagtown. I was like, you know what? I'm from southern West Virginia. I'm just going to shut up while I'm ahead. So anyways, anywho, on with the podcast. So I thought about this, and Pastor Ron's been on this. He's wanting to start something similar. He's going to be talking about the healing aspect of things, talking about healing ministry and stuff like that, which is awesome. I love that. And I thought, you know what? God has given me this platform. Let's use it. So this is the funny thing. This is something that I want to talk about. Maybe somebody can help me sponsor this, or even help with payment of getting, the equipment and stuff. So I'm going to be spending, listen to me when I say this, I'm going to be spending close to $1,400 on, and listen, this is like legit stuff that I need. my laptop is a MacBook Pro. I use it constantly already, like between youth ministry, between church ministry, between work, between personal life and stuff like that. That bad boy is being used. What I'm wanting to do is dedicate a single computer, like I'm buying a desktop computer to basically use for video editing, graphics editing. I'm trying to think of all the stuff I'm going to be doing. Photography editing, video editing. I mean, I've been told that. But anyways, that's what I'm going to be using for. That's the basis of it. It's going to be used for the podcast. It's also going to be used for my business that I'm starting up. And that is why I'm going to be spending thousands of my dollars, because I'm going to be buying not only a computer, I'm going to be buying a pretty good camera, and then also buying a GoPro. Is that what it's called? A Go camera? GoPro? I don't know. Anyways, I'm buying a camera, another little camera that I'm going to be using to do vlogging with. And I'm going to be walking around with this thing along with my hand camera and phone camera. I am going to be vlogging a lot. A buddy of mine has suggested that. He's like, man, what would be awesome than to just video your life? And I'm like, eating ice cream? Being serious? So that's what I want to start doing, is vlogging and stuff like that. Also working on a lot of videos. We're going to be actually transforming. I think I'm going to leave this my office and then transforming that room basically into kind of a makeshift recording studio and stuff like that, and use this also as a recording area. I haven't decided yet what exactly is going to be the effect of what's going to happen. So yeah, that's what I got planned, and I feel like that's what God's next move for me is. After all, I went from full-time employment at my secular job to part-time employment. I am bivocational, meaning I don't get paid. We get to stay here rent-free at the parsonage through the church, and then also, you know, I work outside of the church, and it went from full-time to part-time. That's kind of why I haven't really done much podcasting. Is I work basically an 8 to 4 o'clock job, and it was every day, and it kind of, I'm not going to lie, it kind of reeked into my time, and a lot of stuff that I did was for that, and now I don't have to do that. Like, I'm literally, all I do is come to work, call a couple people, and go home. That's all I do. And I love it, because like, I'm not doing video, I'm not doing any editing, I'm not really making a show of everything, so hey, I'm good. So anywho, that's kind of what we're going to be doing the next couple months. You're going to see a change of things. You know, one day I'll be in here, next day I might be in front of my desk talking to you. Maybe one week I will be with my GoPro and going through the woods, or walking around somewhere, or even sitting somewhere and talking. That's kind of what we're going to be doing. And that's the future of this. Like, I want to do things different. I want to make things effective. And even talking about doing merchandise and stuff like that. I don't know if y'all know what merch is. Merch is a way of making money for people like me. And I think the Rural Youth Pastor is a cool thing. And we're going to be using different things. I'm going to be talking to a couple t-shirt businesses, getting prices and stuff. So that's going to be exciting. I've got one lady I think I might stick with, but I don't know. I'm going to check prices all around and see what we can do. So yeah, we'll get some merch out there, and it'll be fun. So anyways, love you guys, and thank you for your support. Thank you for watching these videos, listening to the podcast. I think that's really awesome, and I find that very, very helping to me, because at one point in my life I thought, man, you know, this old boy ain't gonna never be nothing. And now look at me. I'm on podcasts. I am talking on here. It's really awesome. So, but anywho, love you guys, and I'll talk to y'all later.